Hi everyone, welcome to the weekly astrology. So today I'm going to be covering from the 10th, 11th of April until probably up until the 20th of April, the new moon solar eclipse. And then on that day, or if during that week from let's say the 17th, if I'm feeling there's other transits that we need to discuss, I'll do a new weekly. Otherwise, I'll do a short for that day in terms of the new moon solar eclipse. Now, this week we've got two major movements, and if you don't normally check the weekly astrology, which sometimes I do longer than a week, so I overlap, and you're prepared for days until the next weekly where there's also an overlap of dates. So you'll see that it's never quite just the 7 days that I cover. But the reason why it's important is because you'll find that there's movement that still occurs into the following week, or energies you might be feeling. So for example, this week I am still wondering what to call it, but it should be a fairly prosperous, nice feel week. But there will be some of us that might not be feeling that way. And that might just be because last week and the week before we're still integrating some of the energies, or you could be, still working through that. So that's where you can tap in and see what else is playing part within how you're feeling. So today I'm going to cover the transits, but I'm also then going to cover the moon movements for the week. With how they could impact you. We're then going to go on to your sign theme readings, which are guidance for the themes and the week and what is coming up for your elemental. For that, do check your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs, so you get a complete and accurate picture. And in general, if you listen to them all, you probably get a good picture of where we are collectively as well. You might feel that you fall into another one, or you've just fell into another elemental theme, and now you're moving into where your top placements are. So it's not a rigid thing, and also they can be timeless because they are about spiritual coaching and inner healing work, which I do with my clients as well. Now, with the readings, obviously they're always general. So if you want a personalized reading, life purpose coaching, natal chart reading, energy healing, manifestation work, any of my services, you'd need to email me in the description box below, or you can check out my website, which is currently in work in progress, getting revamped. Also the list of services on the community page. So that being said, we have the movement on Monday is really when Venus moves into social Gemini, okay? And she'll remain until May the 7th. And this Venus in Gemini is about intellectual stimulation. It's about connecting with others on the mental plane. So sapiosocial lovers, this is going to be lovely for you guys. You'll feel the need to share your thoughts, ideas, values about pretty much everything. Venus in Gemini is also great for business transaction, commercial activities. So it's a lovely transit. And as you can see, I say it's until the 7th of May. So that means, from now, let's say next week's, you tap into next week's, whenever I do next week's. That energy will still be ongoing until the 7th of May. And if you check out this reading, you will know that, even though I'm likely to touch base on it, but you will know what you're probably feeling there. So with that, with Venus in moving into Gemini, that's really about pick your people, who you want to connect with, connecting with people. It's a lot about first off communication. It's a lot about sapiosexual feel good, because we connect in that way. If you're an introvert, I would say that it could also possibly help you, because a lot of people are going to be open to communicate, and so you're going to feel more at ease. If you are also single, that's going to help you out. If you're in a relationship and it's been dull and boring, it's probably a great time to explore things with each other, be open, communicate, spice things up for the lovebirds, get that lust back in, get that spice back in. If you're single and you don't want to, look out for love, it's a great time to meet new friends. Your tribe, get to meet new people who are aligned with you, like-minded people. There's going to be a lot of open communication around that. It's a good time to get yourself out there. It's a good time to maybe, if you're thinking about a hobby, also there, because you're going to connect with people. And last week's transits continue to be felt this week as well. Now, also with Monday, we also have Venus in Gemini, like I said, but it's trine Pluto in Aquarius. Now, what does that mean? Your experiences with others may be a little bit intense as well, but these experiences will help improve relationships and then provide you with deeper insight into your own motives. Okay, so it's a nice energy, but as always, there might be an energy that makes you feel, all right, Zain said this, but I'm feeling this. And so that's why I always pull up what you could also be feeling. Now, on Monday, the moon is in Sag, which makes a positive aspects with the placements in Aries. And the Sag moon is really a good feel moon. So it's kind of adventurous, big ideas, enthusiastic, happy, optimistic, all right? And it will stay there until the 11th when it moves out to Capricorn later in the evening. And some of you, that will be actually the next day, Wednesday. So if it's the US Eastern Central Time, it's likely to be the evening, but if you're anywhere else, it's most likely to be on Wednesday early, all right? So with that, let's just go back to the drawing board. We then have also, Neptune in Pisces that day means that with the energies, you could be, there's confidence and there's clarity, but if you've not been feeling so positive, then this day on what you've been working on is likely to start to work out or give you signs that it's working out, or if you've seen stagnation. Now, with the Neptune and Pisces, it could make some of us feel a bit emotional due to Neptune. And with Neptune at play, I'd say anything where your gut is telling you this somebody or something is bullshitting you, then do your fact finding, because I'm not saying to question anyone and everyone on Monday, but with Neptunes, there can be disillusions. And so if you're doing something like contract, or you're feeling someone is bullshitting you, you can ask questions. You can look into it yourself. So that's just a heads up. On Tuesday, you would have heard of the 11th. Now, a lot of people see this as a very abundant energy, very prosperous energy. So again, Tuesday should be a feel-good energy. As you can see, the week is starting off lovely. So Tuesday, it's really about, where's my notes? Actually, Tuesday to Thursday, all right? Tuesday to Thursday is a great time to have fun. It's a great time to look out for that job you've been looking for. It's a great time to go on a date. The Jupiter aspect of Tuesday, so Sun conjoining Jupiter, is gonna be seen as lucky, and your mood should also feel positive and uplifting. I mean, even if we don't have I don't know, $1,000 drop from the sky for us, just feeling that good vibe, positive energy, and possibly seeing the signs things are working out. I think that's lovely, especially if we've been feeling stagnant or not in the right place. So that's what we should expect on Tuesday. And then also the Jupiter aspect of Tuesday is more like, if you don't try, then you'll never know. So also, if you're thinking to do something different, go ahead and do it. You'll never know. So that's Tuesday to Thursday, great for networking, and a whole good of feel good energy. Now, on Tuesday, the moon is still in Sag, but like I said, in the late evening, early morning of Wednesday, it starts to move into Capricorn. And Venus is obviously moved into Gemini, solid by now on Tuesday. And you can see communication is becoming clearer and the romantic vibes amp up, okay? Mars is at play a little bit, so Mars could be testing your patience. So if you start to feel impatient towards Wednesday, just know that maybe you need to take some time out, stay busy, don't be bored. Just something to be aware of on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, midweek, the moon moving through dutiful Capricorn means it's time to get back to seriousness of life. It's going to give that feel, and take care of your duties and responsibilities is going to be a big theme as well. It's probably an excellent time to make headway on a new project or task that needs your focus and attention, because you know, with Capricorn there's a lot around responsibility and how that can really the energy can help us take action towards that. Now, with the moon, when the moon moves into Capricorn on Wednesday, it will be there until very late Thursday when it moves into Aquarius. But you can expect that a bit of challenges maybe with Uranus in Taurus, okay? And I'll dive into that. But the moon with Venus is great for dates and people you know. Remember I said Tuesday to Thursday. And so that energy still continues. With the moon and Uranus, what I was going to say is that the aspect might make you feel anxious, and emotional outbursts. And so again, with that, I would say, don't be bored. If you're bored, do something so that you don't feel it. And if you feel it, just question it. Just ask, am I actually feeling something, or am I irritated? The Pluto and the moon can also then mean by Thursday that you're starting to have memories. They could be heavy. There's challenging emotions, so check in with yourself if you also feel that. Why? What can you do to make yourself feel better? So there's great energies, but there could be energies that make you feel, a bit emotional, impatient, outbursts, and you just need to navigate through that. It's most likely that most of you may not feel it, all right? And then by Friday, we are looking at Friday and then the most of Saturday again. I think time zones, it's going to be more or less like Sunday for most of us. Eastern time, I'd say Saturday. The moon will shift into Pisces over the weekend, all right? So going back to the weekend, before I get into the moon movement of the following, the weekend we've got also on the 15th, which is Saturday, Vesta moves into Taurus. So where I said about Venus in Gemini is like, pick the people you want to be with, who's aligned with you, who's your new tribe, who's the tribe that's staying with you, what's the deepening connection. Vesta is about where do you plant your roots, all right, Vesta in Taurus. It's going to be giving the feeling of ending the week and the beginning of the week of a stable, secure feeling, because it's in Taurus. So anyone who's been dabbling in and out of your life, or you've not really felt that they're there in a stable way, you might turn your back on because you're not feeling they're in the right space and they're not causing or giving you the stable, you know, when you sometimes just go with the flow with how someone's acting. Whereas now, if it's not giving you the stability and security, you might just decide, I'm going off in the sunset, you know. So that's really about Vesta in Taurus on the 15th. And with Venus in Gemini in the weekend, we've also got Venus in Gemini, like we know, square Neptune, and this could make us feel a bit lazy. But then with Gemini, Gemini is a bit more of a mover and wants to talk, etc. And so you might feel like you're in a bit of I want to just chill, like what is happening, I just want to chill. And I'd say that would be a good time for you to chill. If you feel you're called to chill, do chill, because the new solar moon eclipse is coming up the following week. Some of us might have had energy, heavy energy, the previous couple 3 weeks. You're still integrating that. So if you feel that, just honor that. The week is really about the right people, planting your foundation of the right energy, which is Vesta in Taurus, energy, places, roots, and then the right people with Venus in Gemini. Now, on Saturday as well, Venus slams into Saturn in Pisces, and this is really, you may be feeling lonely, filled with self-doubt. Try not to project your insecurities on people, and be mindful when interacting with people. So remember, I was saying, if you're feeling bored, you might feel this a bit more. And if you do, then you know maybe you need to go out and do something, enjoy yourself. Or if you're feeling called to rest, put Netflix on and try and avoid that. The loneliness can be quite intense for some of us. And when the moon moves into Sunday into Pisces, now just before that, obviously I said about the 11th, the moon in Capricorn, great for goals, ambitious release, order, structure. The 13th, when it's moving slowly out of Capricorn, again very much the same. And the 13th late moving into the 14th, it's in Aquarius, where it's unique, innovative, intellectual, non-confirming and progressive. And then, like I said, the 15th Saturday moving into the 16th Sunday for some of us, when the moon moves into Pisces, it's about creativity, spirituality, dreams, imaginative surrender. And that's where you might be also called to rest. You know, you're feeling it not in a bad way, but you're feeling like you want to be in maybe a hermit mode, you know. And so there's a positive aspect on Sunday with the moon and Mars in Cancer. And some of you might be feeling like, I've been wanting to ask this person out on a date for so long, I've held back. It's a good day to do that, to go ahead and ask that person out. Now, there is a bit of a challenge with Venus in Gemini, like I said, in terms of Saturn in Pisces, where we could be feeling lonely, a bit of self-doubt. Just where you need to share, maybe also on that day, where you're feeling lonely, connect with something, connect with people, connect with your tribe, visit family if you've got family, people you love, so that you feel that connection and you don't feel that loneliness, in case you may be you may start to feel it Sunday mainly, I'd say, but Saturday evening you might start to feel it at some stage. And that's really the week. Now, moving into, also, I would say Saturday and Sunday, meditation with the moon moving into Pisces, Sunday for most of us, and going into Monday as well. I would say if you're seeking answers, meditation could be good. And that's why I say if you're feeling called to rest, go for it. There might be a reason for that. And you could receive the answers you have been seeking. Now, the moon continues to move through Pisces, and then on the 17th, it starts to go into Aries, and we're building up the momentum for the new moon by this time, which is going to be on the 20th, and it's going to be a hybrid solar eclipse, okay? It's going to be about integrating new ideas, clean states, transformation on the 20th. It's said to be powerful, and hopefully we're going to feel it very powerful. And when the moon on the 17th and over the 18th move into Aries, it could give a bit of a feeling of being driven, a little bit of hot-headed, passionate, and new beginnings. As you can feel, the energies will start to ramp up, ready for the 20th. Remember, I always mention about energies moving around 3 days before and 3 days after the moon movement, and we will definitely feel this. So it's going to be interesting to see how you feel then. Now, because the moon would have moved into Aries around the 17th, not later on the 20th of April, some of us it might go into the 21st. We actually have it moving into Taurus already, okay? And I will go into that, but it's a bit more of a slow, steady approach when it goes into Taurus. And then we know that on the 21st, we actually, and also when the moon moves into Taurus on the 20th, later that day, on the 20th as well, was we have the new moon in Aries, the sun starts to enter Taurus, so Taurus season starts to kick in. And on the 21st, we know that we've got Mercury retrograde, you know, and that's about redoing, it's about, it's the second retrograde of this year. So I will dive into that obviously on our next astrology update, but that is really the week for you. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to just make sure that I've touched base on everything, and then we can go into the elemental themes. Okay, fire, let's start. Aries, Leo, Sag, please do check your sun, moon, rising of these placements. Taurus, Cancer and Pisces is very important, and Aries wherever you have it, so do check those out. Let's get messages for you for your overall theme over the next week, 10 days. Messages for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, please. Messages for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, so I was shuffling the tarot and I was called to, nothing was coming out. So I moved to the Animal Spirit deck and I have your card. Now, before I say this week with Jupiter in aspect, it should be a real good week for Aries, Leo and Sag to really feel those, you know, especially at the start of the week, a good, bright, vamped up energy. but this is about inner healing as well. And this is a great card. So B is about community. Now, if you listen to the astrology on the weekly basis, a lot of it is about community. And there's definitely that aspect and theme this week over the next 10 days, I would say. So with the B, it's really about, there's also something about the B about receiving rewards, okay? And it's about you being the creator and receiving some honey. But there's also, bees are there's a community. And with Venus moving in Gemini until May 7th, I think this is very much going to be great for you. Not only does your work start to get some rewards, you're ready to receive the sweetness and ready to come into some form of abundance. So this is beautiful. Let's try and pull some more. Let's try and pull the tarot now and see what comes out with that. Messages for Aries, Leo, Sag. Messages for Aries, Leo, Sag. Now we're talking Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles with the B is maybe this slow moving reward that's not been coming in, all right? It's coming in now. So let's continue. Judgment, okay? The Lovers. All right, there's something here, you know, I feel like there's someone coming in sent to you by the universe, all right? And it could be a lover, all right? With the Judgment card, I'm really getting that there's something about how you're going to welcome this person. This person might just have entered your life, all right? King of Cups. I think this person's going to have you overwhelmed a little bit. With the Lovers card and the King of Cups and the Judgment. Okay. The reason I say this is because I don't think you're used to this kind of person coming in, all right? Or they might mirror, you know, I said you're not used to, there's a fear here. They might mirror some aspect of you. And that might trigger you to feel a bit vulnerable, okay? And go into a little bit of this. And this is where the Judgment is saying you need to have better judgment or look at the judgment you're making. This could be a Libra, you know, it doesn't have to be someone of a Libra sign, or you've got Libra in your chart, is in the energy. It's something about partnerships that is going to be triggering you. And I think it's to do with the vulnerability that you're going to feel around that. And, you know, it's funny, I wanted to say it's like looking at the magician in the mirror. But it's not actually the magician, it's like looking in the mirror and this person is your reflection because they're reflecting the vulnerable side of you. But while I was thinking magician in the mirror, I wanted to express like you looking in the mirror and they're reflecting. The magician card has come out, okay? I do want to pull some cards on the magician card, but there is something about a match coming in for you that might trigger you. Because it's going to be around certain parts of you that you've either been perceiving in a different way or that cause you vulnerability to crack you open and see, you know. I feel you've also been, with this, playing it a bit safe with who you have in your circle, all right? Or who you don't have in your circle. Where when you get the King of Cups and the Lovers, and then a very strong manifesting, you're manifesting this person, this could be overwhelming, okay? But it's a beautiful partnership. You've been sort of playing it safe, and it's not true to you, and the universe is trying to give you those signs that you know this is not really, you're deeper than that. You're just staying in a safe spot. And you're actually seeing it's not really where you want something deeper. You want some better connection. You don't just want to be getting by with people. The Chariot, just moving along with people. It could be a Cancer energy as well. This is also about little bumps in the road. So that could be where you're having the fear, the obstacles that you're going to have to overcome with this person entering your life. This person doesn't necessarily have to be a lover, but there's a great partnership here, and the Lover's card is here, all right? So there is something about a union, if it's not love, coming in for you, or if you're in currently a partnership, this person is triggering that side of you. With the Magician, I feel that it's really you or both of you are manifesting each other, and the universe is stepping in as well. The Chariot is protected and really is saying about no more playing it safe on how you see it, just getting by with people, whether it's that relationships, family dynamics, when you're just like, I'm just getting by because they're family, I'm just getting by because they're an old school friend, I'm just getting by because I'm in this relationship. Whatever it's to do with, you're not going to be doing that anymore. If some of you I feel are recognizing this pattern, but just have not had the right people come in for you. The King of Pentacles. So we go from the Knight coming into a King of Pentacles. I would say there's stability here, but it is really going to shake you. It's making you feel very vulnerable, but there is stability. And with the Lovers, the Judgment, the King of Cups, and the Magician, very strong. You know, it's something that is much more aligned for you. It's releasing old family patterns. As I say that, the Hierophant comes out. It's releasing old family patterns. Any thoughts you've had about, society, how something should be, is going to be released for you. This could also be a soul contract. It could definitely be a soulmate. It could be something that moves into marriage, a formal partnership. I'm being very open in terms of who it is, just in case it's not love for some of you and you're not open to knowing if it's of love. It could be around family dynamics, okay, family patterns, people out of convenience just being around you, whether you're doing it for convenience, all right, having them there for convenience, or them, or because they're family, or whatever the reason or the convenience is. It's just to get by. And the Ace of Cups, Spirit is telling you no more, right? This Ace of Cups is a love offer coming in. Something, this is beautiful. It's such a beautiful reading, fire signs. Such a beautiful feeling. It's a fresh start. It's obviously new in a relationship. If you're in a relationship that's going well and you're feeling that these triggers could be, but it's the King of Cups, it's the Lovers, it's the King of Pentacles, it's the Magician. Some of you could be in a same-sex relationship, or that's what's your attraction. And I don't know why I just got that to channel. All right, so if some of you are, obviously this is open to everyone. It's a good time to open your heart and accept what someone else has to offer with the Ace of Cups. So really move out of this. and have a better judgment of what you're seeing within yourself and this person, and moving away from this. All right. And I've just messed up how I had my cards. Really felt it really good energy. Moving away. All right. There might be a little bit of stumbles in the way, but it's coming in. With the Knight, some of you, he's not, he or she or whoever, this energy is not arrived yet. It's arriving. And Spirit wants you really, with the Magician and the Judgment card, to know that you need deeper connections. And I think the thing is, I think you guys know, and that's why but Spirit is emphasizing no more just getting by with people. All right, even if there are new people coming in, I'm getting this as well, although it's not the energy of your theme. Even if it's just new people coming in, just getting by with people, no, they're not going to stay around. And Spirit is saying you need to move for deeper connections, deeper, more aligned connections. I see this, that those that are not, it's falling away. It's the falling away of what you're perceiving as just getting by, whether it's family members, relationships, whatever it is. There's a deep spiritual person or new tribe coming in, and it's on a spiritual level as well. It's beautiful because we've got the Magician here. And this person who's arriving, you're like, oh, wow. And you're so taken back by it. Look at it. Page of Cups. He brings the Ace of Cups. And then we've got the Lovers, and we've got the King of Cups. The Eight of Wands is telling me you've been working on yourself, but also working on trying to attract this. Yeah, I feel like some of you have not had this in a long time, not had where you felt a deepening connection, but there's a breakthrough here, okay? And we can see that with all the beautiful cards, but it's kind of like where you've got fear. You've got fear, and with the Tower, this is where you need to walk away. Let what is not serving you go. All right, walk away from just getting by. I keep getting by for you. Remember, with the B, we got that your hard work and what you've been trying to work on is reaping the rewards. The honey is coming in, the sweetness is coming in. I think also with the Magician card, you also have a bit of your eye is open, your third eye. I'm also feeling very tense around my jaw and my going up to my head. Yeah, there's, you know, where there's been stagnations, you're not going to feel that anymore. You're going from survival of people just around you for survival, you know, where you've had them there for convenience and they've had you there for convenience, to true, more authentic connections. But you're like, you know, like I said, you see this person, they're mirroring some of you, and they're mirroring a vulnerability, and you're like, whoa. And they're actually probably people that you've wanted and been calling into your life, right? But you suddenly see that it's coming to fruition and you're like, how do I deal with this? Let me get, I'm getting called to pull your spirit animal, because I'm calling, I feel like there's a certain animal that might come through. It's beautiful cards. So anyone who's Shift of Unicorn, it was what I was getting through. I can't believe it. It's like, it's the third eye. It's infinite possibilities with the Magician card. Like, I just can't, how powerful this is. And out of, I don't know, there's about 80 cards in this, and this was what I was feeling that I needed to get out. Third eye, very much third eye. Magician as well, manifesting. You're the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. Magic is surrounding you right now, especially around love. Beauty is all around these cards as well. Listen to your spirits, your dreams and signs that you're getting. Spirits is nudging you in this direction. Some of you, this person might not have shown up. They're going to show up. Some of you, this new tribe might show up. They're showed up, or they're going to show up. They're coming in. Abandon the darkness. Let it go. The universe is going to make sure it goes. Let it go as well. Work with the universe and go beyond the ordinary. You're legendary. Your third eye is tapped in. I can't believe this is what I felt was coming out. And the B for the beginning is beautiful. This is amazing, fire signs. So you're going to feel a bit of fear. You're going to be a bit triggered. You're going to be like, where is it? I don't want to see. I've got my protection sword. But let it down. Okay, just use your discernment that it's the right person or the right tribe. You're going to feel it. Let go of what was for convenience. Some of you, it might truly be that you was living with someone out of convenience because they're paying everything. You know, let it go so that you can welcome this new energy in. It's absolutely beautiful. So fire signs, if you liked this reading, if it resonated, please do let me know. Comment, support the channel, subscribe so you get notified of all the content I do and the different themes of readings I do, as well as the guidance that we put up. So take care, fire signs. I would say stay on and watch your other elemental readings as well, but that is totally up to you. If you're leaving us now, take care. Make sure you've seen the astrology movements for the week you're seeing this, and also for the Astro week of movements. And we'll now move on to the next. Hi there, Earth signs. So we'll just shuffle your cards. Do check your other elemental of these theme readings. Make sure you've tapped into the astrology. If you're joining us from another elemental, the other elemental, then welcome. You get a holistic view of the collection as well, and how your other placements may affect, because one of them may resonate more. You may, when you come back, find that another elemental reading will resonate more. We're always growing and learning, so I'm sure that there's always themes within the different elementals that are going to be helpful. So earth signs, Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn. What do we have? Temperance. I was getting a bit of earth energy, all right? You're probably going to say, yes, we are earth. What I meant by that is sort of earth magic, connecting to the earth and being grounded, all right? Connecting to your element. And temperance, some of you have got Sagittarius in your energy, but temperance is really about being grounded, being patient as well. There's something I'm getting with that for you is maybe an element of releasing, trying to control outcomes, or, you know, thinking you need to do something in a certain way so that you get an outcome, okay? Queen of Swords. Seven of Wands. The Moon. I think you're getting hints in your intuition. in your dreams, signs, okay? I feel like you are being called to a certain place, and there's a strong attraction of something here, all right? I also feel some reason there's a strong attraction, or there's a strong breakthrough of something coming through for you. The Queen of Swords is someone of a clear logic mind who, you know, knows how to use her discernment and is very fair in her sort of guidance that she gives. There's something unseen here, but I think it's tapping into your intuition. The Seven of Pentacles also tells me is what you've been working on and trying to for it to come through. I'm feeling with the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles and the Moon some sort of vulnerability, okay? Now, if you are getting called with the Temperance and the Moon card to a certain place, a certain coffee shop, whatever it is, at a certain day, go, especially within the current Astro energies. There might be something for you there, okay? There might be a clarity. Some of you might decide to take a trip somewhere. If you're thinking about it, I'd also say go. Don't fear anything that you feel is taking you in a new way, or that your soul is calling you to go in a new way. I wonder if some of you with this Seven of Swords, we'll see if it comes out, have a fear of something, maybe a fear of intimacy or love. I think some of you have got a fear of intimacy, a fear of being vulnerable, being emotionally vulnerable, and some of you, I think, even vulnerable in terms of intimacy and physical. Queen of Cups. Your intuition is definitely speaking to you, all right? And with the Three of Swords and the Queen of Cups, it's definitely telling me that there's a fear here, and it's to do with obviously what you've experienced in the past, all right? And there's a fear here of being vulnerable, but not feeling emotionally or physically stable. But I think with the Queen of Swords, you're getting clarity on this. Four of Cups. You need to let go, I've mentioned this in some of your readings, of what is not stable, what is not standable, and that is going to be very transparent to you. With the Four of Cups, I'm really getting that you are, you know what area or people in your life you need to unleash. And what you do unleash is not going to be a loss, all right? What is going to be taken and gone is actually not going to be a loss to you anymore. There's no illusions with this. You are seeing clearly and you're not happy. It's transparent to you of what needs to go. What has not been clear with the moon. Your intuition, your soul is speaking to you to go somewhere as well. You're unleashing and you got the Lovers and the Page of Cups. And when you release that, you call in this love where you are a bit scared of the intimacy. If you've got fire placements, I check that out, because this seems to be a bit of a similar theme. But for me here, there's also something about what is not aligned, what is not standable. Vesta in Taurus, all right, will be transparent. There's no more illusions here. And there's a unleashing, and there's not going to be a loss, all right? There's clear guidance and signs from people, places that are coming in. You may be feeling that you're not seeing things clearly, or things are not clear with the Moon card, but there are signs for you, so check those out. You're going to need strength in this new connection, new place, whatever it is, you know, the fear of intimacy, the fear of opening yourself up to the right people because of your past. But what I'm feeling with this, and because I've been doing the theme readings for you, is that you stayed too long in the past when you knew it was not working. That caused you even more sort of vulnerability of being open to something new. But there's definitely a strong attraction here with the Queen of Cups, the Lovers, the Strength card, and the Moon. Very strong attraction here. You're gonna maybe, this is where I say your soul is calling you to a place, all right? It could be to a person, but there's clarity coming in. And what is not working, earth signs, needs to go, all right? The Page of Pentacles is saying through this, slowly but surely, you're going to feel the stability. You're not going to be feeling shaken by anything that's a waste of time, a waste of place, the fear of loss, the fear of vulnerability, wasting time on people that just are not putting in the same, all right? It's not, there's no more working on something that is not working out with the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. This is your confirmation. New beginnings are coming in. More often, this is to do with connection of love, all right? And it's telling you, open your heart up. Have the strength, open your heart up. If it's not love for you, it's a new place, it's a new environment, it's a new community. Place it how you see relevant for you. The grizzly bear. So the grizzly bear is really about a powerful energy, all right? You've got the power, you've got the strength card and the grizzly bear. And the grizzly bear is also about a protection energy. And it's very intuitive. I connect it to the divine feminine energy. And I think that's what you really need to honor. And you may be frightened to tap into that. But it's really about love and gentleness with the real strength that's around you. If you look at this lion, the lion is stronger than the person holding the lion, you know, just opening its mouth. But there's a gentleness and a softness because the lion knows their strength. Very much with the grizzly bear. You're not going to give up, and you have the power. And whether this is what you're working on, whether it's about getting over your fears and your vulnerability, whether it's about letting what needs to go, no more wasting time, air signs, on what needs to go. You know what it is. Eagle is mastery, is you've stepped into that power. You're on this spiritual journey, which I do feel some of you are on a spiritual journey, okay? You're learning to release control a little bit and let go of the past, start to soar with the eagle so that you can come into the grizzly bear as well. You are also with the eagle guided by the winds and guided by spirit. Remember I was saying about the the Moon card and your intuition. Also, the Temperance card is very intuitive, patient and trusting. Honor that little bit of groundedness. You know, that's where I was feeling a bit of earth magic. Your wisdom will inspire people. And look, we get the horse, which is associated with freedom. You then feel very liberated, and there's a greater purpose that's calling you, which we can see as you let things go and as you open your heart and allow things to come in. You're following the winds of change with the horse and the eagle card, right? The horse gallops through the wind, the eagle flies through the wind, gracefully, both of them. And you're accomplishing what you need to, and you are feeling pure and free when you've let go of this heavy energy. So that's what you need to navigate through, earth signs. It's beautiful, to be honest with you. I think you need to honor that, and also be patient with yourself, okay? I'm getting that come through. Like, some of you might feel, okay, I need to get out of what I'm feeling. Sometimes the Three of Swords can be very painful and can take time for us to heal from. So do that as well. And if you liked this and you resonated, you might not right now, but you will later, do come back and comment and let me know. And do check your other elementals. And if you're leaving us here, I'll see you in your next readings. If you're staying on for the next elemental sign, let's do that. If not, have a lovely day wherever you are. Bye for now. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If you've not checked the astrology part of the weeklies, then do so that you know the energies. But let's see what themes are coming up for you to navigate, and what may be calling you for inner guidance, and how we can help you navigate them. I am getting some of you are probably being, I feel like you're trying to distract yourself because there's heavy emotions, or maybe there's dark shadow emotions, and so you're trying to keep yourself distracted. I'm getting that for some of you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces messages. If you've not checked the other elemental themes, I would do that for your top placements as well. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, the Knight of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Magician. Very powerful. Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Some of you, I feel, are feeling that there's a fear of being controlled here. And where I've said that some of you may be distracting yourself, there's something about here that you need to listen to your heart, where you've been trying to avoid it because it's actually being heavy on you. You're not sleeping. There's some of you are feeling some form of control. Now the Magician, I'm going to put more cards on, but it's a very heavy manifesting energy. Obviously, as we know, I know that I'm not bringing anything new, but what I'm trying to say is that with the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Swords, I feel like it's really telling you to tap into your emotions, honor them. And as you do that, you will also get clearance in terms of what you're feeling. I feel like some of you are going through an emotional release, shedding your shadow, you know. There's a fear here of the way the world or people may be seeing you differently in relationships. Or the way you're seeing other people in relationships, that's causing you this as well. Maybe you're having a change of heart. Three of Swords. There is definitely emotional release here. There's a shed of a shadow. And there's new entering. Okay, with the Knight of Cups and the Magician and the Page of Wands. There's new entering here. And you are shedding. There is something about the way the world sees you with the Page of Wands and the Magician, or the way you're seeing people differently. Some of you, I feel like this is causing you heartbreak and grief, where you know something is coming to an end, or has caused you heartbreak and grief. I keep saying release. So there's some of you that are definitely going through a shadow release, releasing the emotional heaviness, which is causing the Nine of Swords as well. There's something about with the Magician, the way you have seen people or people have seen you has been differently, even in your closest relationships. This is a similar theme to what we've had recently. And with that, there is some of you, there has been misjudgment either towards the way people have seen you or the way you've seen people. The Chariot card is coming in. The Chariot is really about, there's an element of trusting the universe here. There's an element of there's hurdles and obstacles along the way, but with that, you're on the right path, okay? So that's something that's coming through with the Chariot. Some of you could actually have a heavy Cancer placements in your chart, all right? And although the two Sphinx are two different colors, it's still moving in forward direction with willpower. And what is earned by the Chariot is usually what they've worked on themselves. It's not like gifted. And I think that's what is coming in for you as you release this new entering into your life here. And I also feel with the Magician and the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups and the Chariot, someone will be coming in to help you. Someone who sees you as the new, fresh you. Which is after you've released this. Bottom of the deck, the Strength card. I feel also some of you are starting to see through the mask or the facade of people, or how you are been attracting or what you've been trying to attract. There's a new you, there's a fresh, sweet side to you. There's a birthing of you as you release this emotional baggage. Eight of Wands is a breakthrough with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. It's telling me what you've been working through is becoming clear and coming through. You're seeing past your past. You're seeing past it. You're seeing behind the BS. You're seeing like how maybe you've played a role within your family, or how whatever role you've played within relationships, within families, and you are seeing the mask or the pattern that was there. I wouldn't be surprised if the Hierophant comes up, the King of Swords, someone who's very logic is emotionally mature, but sometimes always uses their logic and their discernment. And I think that's where you're cutting through the bullcrap of what you've maybe seen as a pattern, and something that's been perpetuating throughout your life as a role. and played a role in your life, you're seeing how maybe toxic this has been. And this has needed, by seeing the clarity of these two cards, the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords, the breakthrough of the Eight of Wands, the logic discernment of the King of Wands, and it's taking strength from you. The Magician is here to also provide insight through your intuition, okay? And I feel a protective energy around that as well for some reason around the Magician. You're seeing through what was not clear in terms of, you know, maybe how toxic a dynamic was or a pattern was. I feel like, yeah, I got it. You're calling people out, or people are seeing some side of you where it's been a, you know, a facade. It's been a mask. There's been something toxic. There's been a pattern. It could be a whole family dynamic. You know, you're seeing through the bull crap of it, and this is going. Also the emotional shed of heaviness is going out the door as well. You're seeing very clearly, and maybe some of you have stuck around because of your stability. And with the Tower card, Spirit is saying no more. They're guiding you with the Magician as well, the Spirit, and you're being guided in this direction to move away from what you just are sticking around that's not a right environment for you, or people of what you're seeing something very clearly. You know you don't need to be there. You might be being there just because it's stable, like a home. Something is being paid for. You're feeling stable in something, so you're sticking around. The fear of maybe contentment, a lack of trust in the universe. The Wheel of Fortune says closing out cycle, but trust in the universe of the ups and downs, because the universe has your back. The Chariot also has your back. The Chariot is very protected, angel wings, as you move into this direction. So you're lacking a bit of trust in the universe, which is causing the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Swords as well. Because, you know, you're trying to remain stable and content, but you're seeing something very clearly. And to move away from it, you are in a bit of fear. There's fear there. I think there's definitely a need for you to surrender. Ace of Wands, trust your gut instincts, tap into those with the Magician. I know that this is speaking to you very clearly. It's about overcoming the fear, all right, and walking away, trusting in the universe of what is shedded in front of you to be let go of, very clear for you. Surrender, and you're going to see things just unfold. And with this, with the emotional release as well, you are stepping out feeling very fresh, feeling like a new you, but you're also a bit raw because, you know, obviously it's a new version of you. There's a softer version of you with this, like a page version of you with this releasing water signs. It's beautiful. Fox. It's also telling you with the fox and the jaguar that, you know, with the fox card, the fox is very clever. They're able to make swift decisions and move on with them. I feel that's where you know what you need to do, but you're kind of in a fear. You can find, with the fox energy, it's telling you can find solutions to the problems that you think you're going to face, or like the lack of stability, which was example. It's very much a trust your instincts card, like I was saying about the Ace of Wands. All right, there's very much about trust your instincts, listen to them, and you'll have the resources around you. Also be open, because it could mean that a new person, a connection is coming in. Maybe that person to help you, maybe it's a love, someone is coming in that wants to help you. It could also be this black jaguar, which is an old soul that wants to come in to help you. But also through this, it's telling you, as you walk through the ebbs in life, you find more grace and confidence. Okay, as this fresh new person, you will find more grace and confidence. And you've got the power beyond you've got your power from beyond the world as well. There's wisdom here. Focus on what you want and things will unfold for you with the card. I also feel this could be the energy of the person coming in, someone who's very wise that wants to maybe come in and help you through something. So water signs, a beautiful reading. Do let me know if this resonated. You might need to come back to check it out again to see if it resonated further down the line. But do like and subscribe. And I hope you've checked your other elemental themes and also the astro energies and your other readings as well. If you're staying on for the next elemental reading, which is air, then please do. If not, and you're moving on, you're just watching this one as opposed to your other placements, and you want to visit those maybe later in the week or at some stage, seeing as these are also timeless, then have a lovely day wherever you are. Hi there, air signs. So if you're joining us after seeing the other elemental readings, your elemental signs, welcome. So this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements. I hope you're all well. If you haven't seen the Astro Weeklies, I would say do check those themes out because they will also help you navigate. Check your navigating the rest of 2023 because that is also going to help you understand what themes may come up for you. We're just shuffling the cards here. If you are not subscribed but a returning viewer, please do subscribe to help support the channel. And also grow the channel. I mean, it doesn't do anything if the channel's serving you in a good way. Do like to support it and let me know if the reading resonates now or when you tap back into it. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Judgment. Knight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Okay, so I don't want to read it as tarot, but yes, some of you could have been working and having a legal case, okay, that there's going to be a judgment on it and you are going to be receiving what you've been wanting to get, okay? But let's look at this in terms of energy healing themes. You've been working on something quite diligently, okay? And it's leading you to a path and there is a reward coming in. With the Judgment and the Queen of Swords, I do want to pull more cards, but there's something about your logic and discernment and having a better judgment around something. Can I have clarification on this for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? The King of Cups wanted to pop out, so this might be to do with a heart connection, okay? King of Wands. Empress. Balancing your divine feminine energy, being nurturing, trusting, a very big trusting energy here. With the King of Wands, you are emotionally stable, mature, and also using your logic, discernment with the Queen of Swords. This could also mean the heart connection that is coming in for you. All right, there could be a divine counterpart. But what I'm getting here is that connecting to your heart and your divine feminine energy is actually letting you connect more with your life, all right, and more in tune with what you want to do. And that is going to help you lead the way, okay? It's going to help lead you. And we've got the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords is really someone who's coming in with some form of communication. Okay, there is a bit of a breakthrough here, but someone who has energy, ideas, and there is some form of communication that may help you feel like you're more connected to your life, more in tuned, and where you need to let that go. I don't know why I feel this Page of Swords is a bit angry and defensive. Justice. Libra has come in. Three of Cups, where you've connected to your heart and you're letting it lead you. With the justice process, I think justice and judgment, there is an ascension process here. And there is something with the Eight of Pentacles, all right, the Judgment card, the Justice, the Page of Swords, that I'm feeling your ascension process, like a job or environment, whatever it is not in alignment with you anymore. And the new beginning is to get rid of this. But I feel like I'm not getting the card that there's an energy of fear or anxiety to get rid of it. And sort of get yourself in order. And connected to your heart so that you can be led by your heart to what is next for you, what needs to come in for you, all right? I'm really getting a strong sense of that, air signs. There's a couple of cards that I'm thinking of. If they come through, they're definitely confirming this. With this Page of Swords, I'm also getting that this could be the energy of someone who is actually causing you a bit of angst. Maybe is actually causing you not to lead from your heart and tap into your heart. It could be this external person that's making you feel anxious or fear. It could be another person. And they're sending you off guard, so that, which is stopping you from ascending into the direction you need to go. The Eight of Cups is confirming that there's a direction you need to go, and there's something, whether it's yourself or a person, that is stopping you from doing that. The World card is the next card at the bottom of the deck, all right? And the World card is saying about an accomplishment. We reflect on the journey of the accomplishment. It's also saying that some of you need to move out into that new environment, into that new place, maybe a new country, walk away. Maybe this is why I was getting this Page of Swords seems angry. Maybe a person is actually feeling anxiety because they can see you in a different form, trying to break away, to be more aligned with where you need to go. If it's to do with a job, it's to do with the people around you, okay? And you're growing, you're ascending, and it's sending you off guard, but it's also sending maybe this other person or people off guard. Here we go. Release the anxiety, release the fear, okay? I won't be surprised. The other cards I was saying is about the Death and Sun card could come out. You need to break away from whatever it is that is not aligned with you. You need to be in a heart space, and I need to see if a heart space card comes up. to really be guided, how the universe is guiding you in this new direction. And the thing is, you know it, all right? But being connected to your heart is going to help you a lot more. Release the fear, the angst. I'm feeling this in this Page of Swords. You might break away from this person, even if it's a person, and you might decide that, you know, it's an environment. If the person is not the environment you want to break away from, but the person is causing you angst, maybe because they're feeling you ascending, okay? They don't mean to. I mean, especially if it's a family member feeling that you're breaking away from them. Or if it's a relationship, you're feeling that you need to break away from this person. There might also be here a bit of social anxiety, okay? But when you lead with your heart, you're getting your wish fulfillment. Number 1111 is going to be significant for you, air signs, as you see this. Release the fear. Release what's tying you up. The change is needed, all tied up. Break away. If some of you are having social anxiety with the world and the Nine of Swords, okay, or like I said, someone is holding you back. It could be social anxiety. It's time to know where it's coming from as well. Whatever is causing you to send you out of alignment, if it's social anxiety, if it's someone, whatever is holding you back, where is it coming from? Tap into that and see what it is. The second is the sacral chakra. It's telling you about trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, actually. Because it's guiding you and it's telling you where you need to walk away, what you need to walk away from, a job, a person, an environment. And it's also telling you no more hiding yourself. The Garden and the Gate, as I'm channeling, the cards are coming out. The Garden and Gate, no more hiding yourself. You walk away, there's a garden and a gate, you open that door to you're in a garden, it's beautiful. You open the gate to a field. You cannot see what it has, but you open the door and you lead with your heart and you're not hiding yourself. You're not hiding yourself because of any heartbreak that you've suffered, any attachment of feeling all tied up, the feeling of being seen, the anxiety that's holding you back, holding yourself back, that's making you feel a fear, a lack of stability with that card as well. Rest and rejuvenation. So when you are feeling this, it might mean that you need to take some time out to really reflect on coming out of the anxiety and the fear, and then tapping back into your intuition, getting grounded where you know this is no longer aligned for you, whatever it is, okay? It could really be about your community and your job. It could be about a person in your life. I want to pull some energy from this. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, please, Gemini, Libra. The Puffin partnership. Now with the Puffin, there's something about the Puffin. It's them embracing their authentic self, embracing like the yellow with the black and the white that makes them stand out. Have you ever seen them? They stand out. Embracing your authentic self, letting go of what you need to, following your heart, stepping in the direction and the person you need to be, okay? And I just need to say this, I don't know why I'm getting it with this energy as well when I look down, but I was getting it before that. Don't be cocky about it, all right? Don't be like, I'm coming out and I'm going to be cocky because I need to be my authentic self. The key here that I keep saying, it keeps coming up, is be guided by your heart. Be heart-centered, but be yourself and be confident to step away. Let your community nourish and protect you, the new environment you need to step into. Where you need help, ask for help. and teamwork will give you the best results within your tribe or the new people that's coming towards you, which I think are gonna be the people that really help you embrace your authentic self. As soon as you break away of whatever this is, even if it's your own anxiety and social anxiety, which could definitely be with the Three of Cups and, you know, the puffing about teamwork and partnership, all right? Now we've got very beautiful, we've got the Prawn Gone, which is about action. So no more delaying it. This is the first time I pull this card. No more delaying it. It's time to take action. Time to take the opportunities that are there for you on the other side. Move forward. And your talent, your heart is going to help you at this time to land the pinnacle that you want. You will be heart-led into the direction you need to go. This card also says you're quick and keen to your senses, which will lead you to also to success. I can't help but also recall the last energy theme for air signs was about you trying to jump to your success without the healing and the releasing. And this is coming back to me. So some of you might be still trying to jump, mask stuff and jump to the new partnership, to the new places, to whatever you're trying to work on. You need to release and work from a heart space that's clear to move into this as well. It's beautiful. The ladybug is here, so good luck is on your side. Look for the ladybug as a sign, I think, for you air signs, right? You're bright in energy like the puffin. Let go of the worry. Be led by your heart. Be happy with this ladybug. Feel good about being in your heart center, loving, being your authentic self. And you'll also be blessing those around you with your authentic self, your colorful self, and your good luck. You know, it's really important to stay centered, grounded as you step into your authentic self and your colorful self, so that you don't operate from ego or, you know, cockiness, and you remain heart-centered and grounded, just like this is. You know, you remain centered. Sometimes as we start to move into our authentic self and be colorful, or decide, you know, I don't want this view anymore, I'm stepping out, we do it in a very masked way, which can be quite cocky and driven, because we've not healed inside of us to step out in confidence without the ego. I hope that's making sense, but this is beautiful. I mean, to get the puffin, the ladybug, and the, I can't remember what that card for Fawn Gone card is also really beautiful and should be speaking to you. So I hope you liked this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placement. Do check your other placements, and also do check the latest readings for your signs. If you want a personalized reading or any of my services, you can email me in the description box below. And I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I shall see you in your next reading. Bye for now.